Roadhouse. Welcome, true believers, to the Movie Pope podcast. And today we are going to take a look at a Amazon remake of Roadhouse, the 1984 classic starring Patrick Swayze.
Why?
And well, let's just hold off our reservations until we've seen the whole thing. But can I just say, for for Lee and myself, we both grew up on the original movie, so this is a bit of a shock for us. I didn't even realize that they made a trailer for Roadhouse until I went onto Amazon recently to go order some things, and I just saw the trailer pop up, and I was like, oh, they did a trailer for Roadhouse. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. But before we dive in, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let us know down in the comments below what your thoughts are, and if there are any movies, TV shows, or trailers you'd like us to review and react to. And please remember to share these videos with everyone that you know. We're trying to grow our audience, and let's go ahead and dive right in.
I do want to point out one really quick thing as well.
Yeah,
this is a blind review for both of us, right? Like I did not see this trailer. I know I've seen stuff about, I know Jake Gyllenhaal's in it, but I've not seen this trailer. So I will reiterate what I said at the beginning. I feel like Roadhouse, one of those things I can't fathom remaking that. So I will go ahead and say why one more time before we watch this. So let's see how it goes.
Right. Let's reserve all of our vitriol until after we've seen the trailer.
Before we start, do you have insurance?
What?
Your coverage good? Like, you have dental?
Oh, haha.
Is there a hospital nearby? Is it, like, too far?
About like 25 minutes, I'd say.
I just slapped you. Are you all right?
What?
So you like to fight? You ever win?
No one ever wins a fight.
So now he's into mixed martial arts. Okay.
A friend of mine suggested I come talk to you. I own a Roadhouse out in the Florida Keys. Lately, it's been attracting the wrong clientele. I can pay you good money. Judging by your car, you need that.
Well, I like my car.
Think about it.
I know who you are. Elwood Dalton. Big fan, man.
That guy's got a knife under his shirt. You just take a big step back and pop me in the face. You can do it.
Tell me about this bouncer.
Yeah, it's all nice, like he's Mr. Rogers or something, but then he'll haul off. Really interesting guy, overall.
Brand wants to take the Roadhouse away from me. He wants to build some resort.
I should warn you. People have a certain way of getting things done around here.
Hey, fellas. Looks like you're having a smashing night.
Hey, I know that guy.
I got a tip for you. Don't let no one get this close.
Let me guess. Threaten me. Tell me to get out of town.
I get the impression that you can't be threatened.
Once Knox is on the job, it's over, baby.
It takes a lot to get me angry, but when I am, I just can't let go. People seem a little aggressive around here.
Is that one a friend of yours?
No, I just broke his arm.
All right, cool. So it's just an action movie that uses the name Roadhouse. Got it. Okay.
Right. It's Roadhouse and everything, but yes, it's everything but Roadhouse. I mean, to your point, I mean, why bother with taking a beloved classic and trying to remake it with, an actor that doesn't have the same star power, and then you add, a UFC fighter who is taking too many blows to the head. So I think it's safe to say he's not really acting; he's just being himself.
Also possibility. I mean, Jake Gyllenhaal. I mean, I'll give him props. Like he absolutely looks ripped for that role. So props to him. He definitely is taking it very seriously. It just comes across as like, I mean, let's not put the original Roadhouse like on some huge pedestal, right? I don't want to make it sound like it was the greatest thing ever. It was totally fun for what it is. This just feels like you could just have named this anything, but you purposely called it Roadhouse because you want it to be associated with that. And I think that's where at least my initial issue is with it. It'll be interesting to see. Obviously, it's going to be very heavily dependent on how good fight choreography and everything is, because it doesn't really come across like it's going to be a strong story. Not that the first one was either, but it absolutely just feels like, going back to, we just talked about Ghostbusters not too long ago. It just feels like we're just trying to, kind of continue that train of like, it's Roadhouse, it's something that people have a fond memory of. We're just going to recreate it, but, it's just because it's just a generic action movie. So we'll see what happens, but,
yeah. And to your point, yeah, I mean, Roadhouse wasn't, it's not one of the, I'm trying to phrase it very carefully because there are some people out there who grew up watching it who will have, different feelings about it. It's not one of those movies that, that's, at the top, but it's still one of those movies where you kind of feel like, it's a classic. Everybody enjoys
it. Of course.
Just leave it alone. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's one of those things that absolutely worked for the time. Like I said, Patrick Swayze did fantastic with it. It was tons of fun. Like, I don't want to detract at all from the original one. But yeah, like it just felt like it was just something that was good that worked at the time. And now we feel like, we're just trying to steal whatever goodwill that movie had. You're just trying to take it so you can create something that's just a generic action film and just try to, take the name of it so you have a little bit more clout. It just, it just feels wrong.
Well, I will say the only good thing about it is if you have a Prime account, you can watch it when it comes out on March 21st. So you don't actually have to drive to a movie theater or subscribe to a streaming service to watch it if you want to watch it.
Did Amazon pay you to say that?
No comment.
Oh, great! Great. I'm missing all the Amazon money. Thanks, Luca. Wow.
I'll share it with you. Don't worry.
That's good.
But I mean,
thanks for the $5, Amazon.
But I mean, well, $2.50. But what I was going to say was, it's just like with what we were talking about with Wonka a few months ago. I mean, this is definitely updating the plot and characters for a modern audience. The people who who didn't see the original one when it came out back in the 80s, or who didn't grow up with it as children like you and me did. So obviously they're updating things a little bit to try to make it more modern, more relevant. But even though it is a generic, mindless action movie, they're still trying to preserve some of the spirit of what Roadhouse is about. Just some down and out ex-fighter on his luck who gets hired to protect a roadhouse or a bar from a bunch of unsavory characters. So whether that appeals to Gen Z or late blooming millennials or even Generation Alpha, who knows? But I think it's safe to say for Lee and myself, we'll just stick with the Patrick Swayze version on that one. But let us know down in the comments below if you agree with our assessment, if you think this latest iteration of Roadhouse is a step too far, or if you're excited to see it. And as always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let us know if there are any movies or TV shows or trailers you want us to react to or do a review of, and we'll do our best to make that happen for you. But for the Movie Pope podcast, this is Lee and Luca. Trying to do different outros, but still working on that. Take it easy, guys.